of fun, president of Kinetic Communications, keynote speaker, corporate trainer, working with leaders who need to figure out how they can deliver their critical messages with confidence. That's what I do all day, every day. Well, I wouldn't say every day. I don't do that on Saturday and Sunday. Well, at least not officially. Yeah, I think I do that with some of the leaders at maybe my church. I don't know. Anyway, listen, I'm going to stop processing. I've got only a little bit of time here. I've got 9 minutes and 17 seconds. Decided to go live for about 10 minutes, and I have wasted a little bit of that time already. But I wanted to talk about the topic, why some leaders are unable or have trouble with influence. Why some leaders have trouble with influence. If you are on and you are agreeing with some of the things that I'm saying as we go through, I want you to go ahead and share with that information. Share with me in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, because I want to hear what you've got to say. Anyway, so a lot of leaders are unable to influence. I remember about 8 or 9 years ago, I was not working for myself at the time. I was working with an organization, and the leaders in the company, the managers in the company, were having some trouble with the owner of the company. There was a trust level that just wasn't there. Anytime this owner, whenever this CEO would come to one of our board meetings or one of our leadership meetings, immediately there was grumbling. Immediately there was like eye rolling, serious eye rolling. It was crazy. You would see that every single time. And when this leader would come into the room, when the CEO would come into the room, there was just a palpable energy shift. We could have been having a great brainstorm session, ideas rolling back and forth. Once this person entered the room, the energy just shifted and changed. Now, the thing about it was, this wasn't somebody who was uneducated. This wasn't somebody who couldn't speak effectively. This wasn't somebody whose language was bad. This person spoke clearly. They were effective as a presenter from the mechanical perspective. But there was just something missing. There was something that did not allow this person, this CEO, to connect with the individuals in the room. There was something that did not allow this person to jive with them. And some of it was surrounding body language, and some of it was truthfully surrounding actions. If you say something and then you do something different, or you appear manipulative or spiteful in your actions, then it really becomes hard for people to trust you. But the bottom line here is that this leader lacked influence. Some months later, the company closed because, try as they may to keep it afloat, especially as you're looking to re-up on government contracts, try as you may, if you're not able to get everyone on the team to buy in and to listen to your leadership, then it's going to be hard to do what it takes to really convince a government contractor to bring you back on. And so this company ended up closing because this leader was not able to influence. Now, what am I talking about? What are some of the things that leaders need to be able to do? Well, I don't know every single thing, and I don't know that there is a specific set of rules that every leader has to follow in order to be able to influence. What I do know is that there is one skill that is so important that even Warren Buffett himself, third richest man in the world, says that if you learn this skill, he wishes he'd learned this skill earlier. And that's the skill of communication, of connection, of public speaking. Now, there are a lot of leaders. Here's what happens. In a lot of organizations, there are people who are put in leadership positions, and they do not always get training on this specific skill, on the skill of communicating, on the skill of presenting their ideas. Because one of the big responsibilities of a leader is to present their ideas. It's to gain influence or to gain buy-in on different ideas, on different projects, and really cause people to take those ideas as their own. So much so that they're willing to do whatever it takes to make that thing come to fruition. I don't know many companies that say to a leader, hey, here's your title, or promote people to a certain place and then teach them that critical central skill of communication. It's just taken for granted in far too many cases that people already know how to do this. And they say, you know what, that's a soft skill. Let's focus on the expertise. Let's focus on their technical capabilities. But the truth is, when leaders are able to connect, when leaders are able to communicate, when leaders are able to present effectively, persuasively, then they're able to influence the room, and they're able to help people move and motivate them towards working together in a more effective manner. Not just a more effective manner, in a superb manner, so that the product that you produce is something that people are able to be proud of. Okay, and that generates momentum. That generates, what's the word that I'm looking for? It generates or catalyzes the process. Just kind of think of a wheel spinning going downhill. It starts doing that because everybody is able to be rowing in the same direction. Everybody is bought in. And that happens because of a leader. That happens because of how a leader is able to influence, impact, and inspire. So here's what I am going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. On July 30th, actually. July 30th, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running a session called Win the Room, Powerful Presentations for Leaders, because I want to really be able to work with organizations and help their leaders figure out how they can maximize their influence inside the organization, how they can be better presenters, how they can speak, how they can share their ideas more effectively. And here's the thing, doing it in person is one thing. But now you're in a situation where we're going to be virtual or remote for a little while. And so as a leader, how do you influence? How do you impact? How do you inspire? How do you do these things when you have to do it through a monitor, or when you have to do it through a webcam or through a screen? Win the Room, Powerful Presentations for Leaders. Those are some of the things that we'll go through. And here's what I would like you to do. As a matter of fact, let me pop this on the screen. I'm going to write something here. Ooh, I am not pressing the right button. Robert, come on, do better, brother. Here we go. All right. So here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to go to this website. Let me put it on screen here. All right, so let me put this on the screen. All right, kineticcommunications.com/win the room for leaders. Okay, kineticcommunications.com/win the room for leaders. Let me pull this down so it's not in my way here. What I'd like for you to do is to go there, because what we're going to do is we're going to do a 90-minute session sharing with you not only the techniques, but some of the skills and the technologies that you can use in order to be most influential, in order to increase your impact and inspire your teams. Win the Room, Powerful Presentations for Leaders. All right. So if you are a leader and you know that you can stand to up your influence, if you know that you're a leader and you have a little bit of trouble winning the room or gaining buy-in, if you know that you're a leader and you wonder why there's a breakdown between what happens in the meeting and what ends up being done 2 weeks from that day. This is one of the things that I want you to pay attention to: your communication, your presentation, your storytelling, how you use that to influence your team and move them forward towards action. Okay. So www.kineticcommunications.com/win the room for leaders. And I want you to get signed up so that we can make sure that you're able to do just that. Win the room. Okay, that's all I've got for today. Guess what? My time is at 0. It's up. It's up. Time is complete. Yeah, I'm being a little bit extra and dramatic right now. All right. I will see you real soon. Go ahead to kineticcommunications.com/win the room for leaders. And I'll see you in that session on July 30th. I believe the time is 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Sign up for that. And if you're not sure that you are able to sign up for it, what I'd like you to do is share this with your organization, or you can just connect with me online and we'll make sure that we are able to share this session with your team. Okay. So head over to kineticcommunications.com/win the room for leaders, and I'll see you on July 30th.